Good evening, everyone. My name is Crystal Olivares, and for today's presentation, I will be talking about depression. Depression is something most of us may have already experienced or may have not, but for me, this chosen topic is very personal and is something I've already experienced and is currently what is my husband is experiencing right now. My husband is has been in the military for at least 10 years and is currently active duty and deployed. For the past few days, he has been talking about being lonely and going to, I don't know, something he can't even explain. He is always sad. He is always angry and have used me as his punching bag to take it all out on me. But he has apologized, and I am very understanding because of our situation. I am currently living in Florida with my kids, and I think that is the cost of it, being far away from family and us family being apart. So I wanted to really look into and read more about it, about depression, because I wanted to find a way to at least help my husband, or if there's anything I can do for him. Because I know there isn't much I can do for him since he is deployed. First off, what exactly is depression? Depression is a chronic disease, a mood disorder that is very common in today's world and a serious medical condition that affect how a person feel, think in a very negative way. People that experience depression go into this deep sadness and just loss of interest of everything, activities, hobbies, day-to-day life, not wanting to hang out with other people, and just every night just you just feel alone. Even though you have people, you still feel alone. Depression is can lead to a emotional and physical problem that seriously affect home, have torn apart families, and work life. There's a thing, depression is very different from grieving or sadness. Grieving is a natural process, but the similarity between grieving and depression is they all cause sadness. Major depression causes different mood swings, and like I said, just loss of pleasure with everything. A person may feel self-loathing or worthlessness, and my husband explained that to me. Right now, he feels like as if he is not needed because I'm a very independent person, and I guess he just feels like he wants to feel needed. And I've tried to show that to him. I said that the kids are always looking for you, and we wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for him and his hard work. Anyways, losing someone important, physically assaulted in a relationship, ending a relationship, or losing a job can all bring major depression. Grief and depression will always coexist and overlap, but grief can last longer and is more severe than grief without depression. Knowing the difference can help a person get the proper help and treatment they need. Depression, unfortunately, can also lead to suicide. These are the common types of depressive disorder. major depressive disorder, you have persistent depressive disorder, you have bipolar depression, postpartum depression, which is personally I've already experienced with my two kids having babies. You have the premenstrual dysphoric disorder, seasonal affective disorder, and atypical depression. Symptoms of depression, like I mentioned already, sad, um, having depressed mood, loss of interest and pleasure, things that you once enjoy you can't even enjoy anymore, changes in appetite, weight loss or gain, unrelated dieting, trouble sleeping or sleeping too much because you're thinking and you're just always constantly sad, and anything or everything just spins in your head. Anything sad you can think of, anything depressing you can think of, loss of energy, always increase in fatigue, uh, increase in purposeless physical activity or slowed movement, speech that people can easily know. My husband said that the people he worked with noticed that he is feeling distant, and they see some changes in him, and I'm torn that I can't do anything for him. Feeling worthless or guilty, hard to think or to even concentrate or make any decision. And the saddest part is the thoughts of death or suicide. What causes depression? There are a number of major causes of depression. The number one major cause in depression is changes in the brain. There's also the generic vulnerability. You have like the severe life stressor, like people losing their job. You have the abusive relationship, the emotionally and physically work stress that we experience every day working 8 to 5 or whatever hours that we do. And then we have the early losses of loved ones that I've experienced way too many times. Trauma, experience during childhood, those are the worst. Abuse, rape, molested, all can lead to depression. Substance use, such as drug medication and alcohol. You have the medical problems, the stress of work, coping from a serious medical condition, how to pay for it, how to get treated, and a long-term management illness that can lead to a very major depression. You have the family history, depression. It can be genetic, and it also runs in the family. And depression can also come from personality. If a person's have low self-esteem, if you're a perfectionist and for some reason you just can't make you know things doesn't just go your way, if you're self-critical, if you're sensitive, negative, it all can cause depression. Risk for depression, the major highlight that I pointed out: depression does not pick or choose. It can affect anyone, no matter what their circumstances in life may be. It is biochemistry, it is genetic, like I mentioned earlier, it's personality, it is the environment factors that you lived in, whether there's stress in your life or not, the poor nutrition, the drug use, and then your health condition. Rates and demographics. Uh this rates I looked them up, and they go way back in 2017. I've been looking for a recent as far as like 2019 or 2020, nothing was coming up. But for 2017 rates, adults 18 years and older, 17.3 million were diagnosed with at least one major depression. And then you have the prevalence of major depression that is higher in adult women, which is 8.7%, and for adult men is 5.3%, overall 7.1%. And adult with major depressive, highest among adult for ages 18 to 25 is 13.1, ages 26 to 49 is 7.7, 50 and above is 4.7%. Rates in ethnicity: Hispanic or Latino have a higher in major depression, 11.3%. Hispanic, Just Hispanic alone, 5.4%. White people, 7.9%. Black people, 5.4%. Asian people, 4.4%. Two races of Native Hawaiian and other Pacific Islander, 4.7%. American Indian, Alaskan, and Native, 8.0%. And I have this cute little quote, "Hey, little fighters, and things will be brighter." I thought it was cute. There are some tests for to diagnose depression. Treatment plan is based on what type of how severe the depression is. There's something called psychotherapy that includes behavioral therapy, interpersonal therapy, and psychodynamic therapy. And you also have the positive life changes like doing exercise every day, eating healthy food, getting better sleep, and reducing stress in your life. You can also take antidepressant drugs that help treat the different physical in the brain, such as norepinephrine, serotonin, and dopamine, which really helps improve mood. And you can also do individual or group therapy. Possible improved outcomes. If you are taking people that have taken the antidepressant medication, 54% shows improvement, 50% have the reduction in symptoms. They also have the pill placebo, which 35 to 40% shows improvement and 50% show reduction in symptoms. People that choose to do psychotherapy, 60% shows improvement. Cognitive behavioral therapy, 66% shows improvement. Control group psychotherapy trials, 43% of adults shows improvement. Untreated depression, they can improve, and 55% shows that they improve, but then again, they go back in remission. And then an estimated of 50% of people who have depression only have once in their lifetimes. This are just emergency hotline that I put in. People who are thinking suicides or have thoughts of suicide, there's always people to talk to, family, friends. Always go to somebody, chaplain on the boat if you are in the military. But here are the national hotlines, Prevention Lifeline. It is 24 hours. They speak English and Spanish, and the number is 1-800-273 and 8255. You can also text, which is free, and it's also 24/7 support via text messages. Text home to 741-741. And there's also apps that for Android to iPhones that provide mental health resources. You have Pacifica, you have Seven Cups, you have Talkspace. There's a bunch of resources that you could just go. Don't feel like you're alone. Get treatment. Talk to somebody. Talk to your loved one. Don't feel like you have to go through this yourself. If you are experiencing depression, please, suicide, thinking of suicide is the last. Never even come across. Talk to somebody. And that is all for my presentation. These are the references I've used. And it has been a great class. Unfortunately, we couldn't see each other that much. Thank you, Miss Melanie. I hope you have a better service next class, and have a wonderful night. Thank you so much.